Hello everyone! Thank you for tuning in to the Wasabi Aquarium channel. Today, we will go through the first episode of how to make your water super clean and transparent, where we will cover the causes of your water losing its transparency. When you take a look at an aquarium, the first things that you see are the layout, water plants, fishes, and so on. However, if you think carefully, the first and most obvious thing that you are looking at is the water, and you are seeing the fishes and plants through the transparent water. So, how transparent your water is can affect the overall visual impression of the aquarium, so although it is something that you usually do not think about, it's actually a very important aspect of your aquarium. When you also compare water plants with other indoor interior plants, the biggest difference is that water plants grow inside the water, as the name suggests. Thus, water plants have an extra layer of a sort of soothing effect to your mental health, similar to when you see natural rivers or waterfalls, and the strength of that effect and how much the aesthetics can affect your impression can be heavily dependent on how transparent the water is. This goes for plant aquariums as well, and maintaining a highly transparent water quality is something that you always need to strive for and is an extremely important aspect of your aquarium. Also, there are many variations and causes to how your water can become not transparent, from the water looking a bit foggy, or your water can be transparent but it can seem to have a bit of color, such as a slightly yellow or brownish color that may come off as unpleasant. We are going to go through various possibilities on the causes of your water not being transparent, as well as how to clean your water and prevent these issues from happening again. Just like we've done in other videos, this topic will be covered over several detailed videos, and we will number them from episode 1, 2, 3, and so on. So please make sure to watch until the end of the series, as well as to go back and watch any of the episodes that you found extra helpful. In this first episode or video, we will cover several causes of your water not being transparent. Specifically, we will cover 3 common causes in detail. The first cause is your filters, and this is the most important one out of the 3. If your water is not being filtered correctly, or the flow of filtering all of the water inside your aquarium is not properly set up, this will have a direct effect on your water's transparency. When the water inside your aquarium is transparent, it's a sign that you have a stable environment where your water is being constantly filtered and you have an abundant amount of good bacteria that cleanses the water inside your tank. These cleansing bacteria become more active in correlation with the amount of oxygen inside the water. If these bacteria or the overall filtering cycle inside your aquarium is not stable, your water will inevitably become less transparent. Next, moving on to the second cause, is powdered dirt. These are usually invisible to the human eye, but if there is a certain level of abundancy, these will actually flow inside your external filters, which then causes the powders to spread all over your aquarium rather than sinking at the bottom or stopping inside the canisters of your filters. When these powders are constantly spread out throughout your water, these appear to become foggy and could visually block your view of the plants and the other details of your layout. The third point is for anyone who is experiencing your water having a slightly colored atmosphere, even though it may not necessarily be foggy or dirty. This is actually pretty easily solvable compared to the other two problems, but they're actually caused by dirt leaking from the soil or driftwood. If you don't clean your soil or driftwood or other layout materials for too long, the dirt that leaks from these will mix inside your water and eventually add a type of color to it. So overall, these are the three main causes of your water not being transparent. Now, I know there will be a lot of people who look at their own aquarium after watching this video and they'll say, "My aquarium looks pretty transparent." Before you decide to leave it as is, however, one thing to note is that, for example, this tank over here is placed in front of a screen, which makes it pretty difficult to notice any small pieces of dirt. Also, if any of you have a black, green, or any background that is dark in color, that can also make it very hard to clarify if your water is transparent or not, and you'll have a hard time finding the dirt inside your water. One tip to note is, if this is the case, is to take a look at your aquarium from the side instead of looking at it from the front. What this does is it gives you a wider view of your aquarium, and the angle allows you to spot the dirt or judge whether your water is transparent or not much easier. For example, this is a 60 centimeter aquarium, and looking at it from the side allows you to view it with 60 centimeters of depth rather than 30 centimeters of depth when you look at it from the front. Now let me clarify what I mean by actually taking a look at this 150 centimeter aquarium. This is 150 centimeters in width and 60 centimeters in depth. Let's bring our camera closer over here, and when we look at it from the front with a 60 centimeter depth, the water tends to look fairly transparent, and it's pretty hard to spot details on how dirty the water actually is. There's not enough depth to fully judge the transparency of the water. On the other hand, if you look at it from the side, now you have 150 centimeters of depth to spot more smaller dirt, powder, and anything that may be causing your water to be less transparent. If your water still looks transparent even from this angle, like how we are seeing right now, then it's safe to say that your water is in pretty good condition. This is an easy way and tip to check the actual condition of your water. So today we discussed the causes of why your water is not transparent and how to check if your water is in good condition or not. In the next video, we will go through the actual prevention methods and how to solve the three main issues that we discussed today. We will also touch upon the good cleansing bacteria and how to create a good environment for them to grow throughout your aquarium. So please stay tuned for the next video, as well as the other videos in this series. If you have any additional questions or comments regarding any of the content that we discussed today, please feel free to write them in the comment section below. Although we may not be able to answer each question individually, we will create additional content based on the popular questions that we receive. If you found today's video helpful, please kindly leave a comment, like, and make sure to subscribe to the Wasabi Aquarium channel. We will continue to create helpful content for aquarium lovers, so your continuous support would be very much appreciated. That's it for today. Thank you and see you in the next video. Goodbye.